I'm meteorologist Mariel Ruiz. It is Tuesday, January 7th, and Thursday and Friday are WFAA weather alert days. This is specifically for Thursday morning through Friday morning. This is for snow accumulations of 3 to 6 inches. And here's what you need to know. You need to prepare for hazardous travel during that time frame, slick and snow covered roads, and make sure to pay attention to the forecast. As more data comes in, we'll be better able to fine tune not only the snow amounts, but also the specific time frame. Right now, it does look like areas closer to central Texas will see mainly rain and snow for the northern half of North Texas. Right in the middle, though, it's where we call a transition zone, where we could see a winter mix. This does include sleet, it includes snow and rain, and this will impact the quantity or the accumulation of snow along that transition zone. And right now, what we're looking at is a really quiet day. Tuesday, Wednesday, not expecting much of anything, but we're watching this area of low pressure that is eventually going to bring us our next winter storm. And as the track looks right now, this is how accumulations could pan out. We could see that sleet snow accumulation up to 1 inch. So that doesn't sound like a lot, but that's because we have that potential for ice to mix in. North of that, snow accumulations 3 to 5 inches. Now, some spots could get closer to about 6 inches, and this right now looks to be west of DFW. This will not be uniform. Not everyone sees the 6 inches of snow, so be sure to keep checking back in with us. Here's a look at the timecast. Again, Wednesday looking pretty calm, just a little cloud cover moving in. About midnight, Wednesday into Thursdays, when we see some flurries along our western counties, eventually getting close to the I-35 corridor, sometime around 5 in the morning on Thursday. This is when we could see that snow mix to the south. Now, the reason why we're seeing the snow across the Metroplex at this point in time is because temperatures will be well below that freezing point of 32. So we'll be watching that as the morning goes on. Light accumulations at this point, but as we get closer to about 9 or 10, you see that transition zone I was talking about south of DFW and maybe even skimming areas of Kaufman County. So we'll be watching that. That's around noon on Thursday. Snow anywhere along the Metroplex towards the north. Accumulations at this point are starting to get better together, probably looking at 2 to 3 inches by this point. That continues throughout the day, and look at that transition zone staying pretty consistently south of DFW with rain towards central Texas. That's now 6 in the evening on your Thursday. We start to see the shift of this moisture off towards the east. Now, as we get close to about midnight at this point, I don't have high resolution data, so I'm going to transition our models here. This is our European model. This one keeps some of that snow a little heavier throughout Thursday night and then moving out throughout the morning on Friday. So again, right now, this is what we're calling for. Mainly rain towards the south. Mainly snow from I-20 north with a transition zone somewhere south of DFW. So that's what we'll be watching closely because that does impact accumulations. Accumulations less than 1 inch for now, Navarro County towards the southeast, and that does take into consideration the sleet, snow to 3 to 5 inches looking likely for us with a few locations seeing close to about 6 inches. I do quickly want to show you a few models and model outputs. Now, this is model data, not quite forecast, but this is our Canadian model. 3 to about 5 inches is what it's showing. The European is showing 3 to 6, maybe even some isolated amounts of 7. And that's what we're going to be looking at here. Different models showing different things depending on time and temperature. Speaking of temperature, it does look like it hovers right around that freezing point Thursday during the afternoon hours. But the morning's looking well below that 32-degree mark, and that takes us through the week. Into the weekend, it does improve as that snow moves out Friday afternoon, and conditions can improve as temperatures climb above freezing Saturday and Sunday.